holidays right around the corner. Many of us are looking for ways to give back. And I sat down with our friends from Hitch a little earlier and a husband and wife team whose school is not only giving back, but providing help and hope for children living in poverty in Haiti.
About 10 years ago, my wife came up with that idea of rescuing children on the street of Port-au-Prince because the poverty in Haiti is very obvious. Not too many children have the chance to go to school. So here in America, I know it is a right for all the children to go to school, but down in Haiti, it's a privilege. So when we started the orphanage 10 years ago, and we provided shelter for the kids, we were feeding them. And further down, we said to ourselves, feeding the children is not enough, we need to do more. And we started to send them to school.
And I'm
telling you, for about 10 years, the Lord's been sending some generous people on our way, like Micah and Diana and some other people, and they have had a great impact in the children's life in Haiti.
Diana LaCerte from Hitch is here. Diana just returned from Haiti with Love in Motion, an organization that, as you just heard, feeds more than a community, Diana. It feeds the soul and it provides shelter and education for the children of Haiti.
Yeah, it really does. And just, you know, I'm still a little raw just having gotten back, and that just...
I know. It's emotional. And I think something that stuck out to me so much in that interview is he said, here in America, it's a right. It's a right for us to go to school. In Haiti, it is a privilege.
It is a privilege. And just to see how those kids, how the difference that it makes in their lives. Every time I go, I think that's the thing that strikes me the most is you see the children in the streets when you're driving through, you know, the city of Port-au-Prince, children that don't have that opportunity. And when you see the kids that are at the school and there's smiles on their faces and they're so happy and so excited to be there, and that it's just making such a difference. And with Love in Motion, they're getting a Christian education. They're just in a place that's so full of love and just learning, and it's going to give them a future, and that is what is going to help the country of Haiti, you know, for the long term, is just giving these kids an opportunity.
Now, you've been going for several years to Haiti. What types of things did you do on this trip? What's going on down there?
Well, this was my 4th year going down. This trip was a work team. So what we actually get to do is there's always more work to be done. I mean, basically all I do is carry rocks and carry cement buckets.
And we do have some photos, so let's roll the photos up. We can kind of see some of the things that Diana got to do.
So we worked on building a wall around a new property that Fransley and Julie have, that they're going to be building a garden. So we did that. We also were able to do a feeding program one day. So what you were just seeing was we were able to fill 450 bags of food and hand them out to people in the community. Always just a really emotional day too, because it's wonderful to be able to give these bags of food to different people, but then when it runs out and there's still so many people in the streets that still didn't get a bag, that breaks your heart. I was able to see our children, the school children that Micah and I sponsor. There are many new children, and so I got to be a part of helping to take pictures for the new children that are needing sponsors now too.
Oh, that's great. And I was watching you watch Fransley and Julie's interview, and your eyes were welling up. It's very emotional for Micah as well. Let's take a look at a clip from our interview with Micah.
You know, the kids mean everything to us. I think it goes back to us being blessed to be able to give that opportunity. A lot of these children don't have any opportunity at all. And so to be a part of that, and then to know personally these two amazing human beings, in Fransley and Julie, it's the best feeling in the entire world to be able to give back like that.
It's obviously so emotional for the two of you. And I remember when we did the interview with Fransley and Julie, something that I asked them about Love in Motion. I said, you know, it's so hard for people here in the States and for you at home watching. How do we know that our money is going to a good place? How do we know that we're truly helping? And that's what's so special about Love in Motion, because Fransley was kind of explaining, you know, that Haiti, sometimes the money isn't put to use, but Love in Motion is so different. And it truly is. You've seen it with your own eyes.
Yes, that's the reason that I work with Love in Motion, is because I mean, there are a lot of organizations that are doing good, and then there are organizations that may, there's a lot of corruption in the country of Haiti. But I know these people. I know their hearts. I get to go and see firsthand what is happening, and so that's why I will put myself out there, and I will ask people to open their hearts if they're feeling called to give, because I know it's a legit organization, and I know that they're doing immense good in that country.
For people at home watching, what are some of the ways that they can get involved? I was on the Love in Motion website. There are so many wonderful ways to help to give back.
Yes, I mean, number one is prayer. And then number two would be, if you feel financially that you'd like to give, child sponsorship, to sponsor one of these children and make sure they're getting an education and a future and a hope. It's $30 a month. It's less than a lot of organizations, because there's very little overhead in Love in Motion, because it's a small organization. The other thing is, if you want to go, there are medical teams and there are work teams. My stepmom actually runs the medical teams, so it's legit.
Wow.
Like, I know her. And then there's also the feeding program. So they have a big feeding program coming up, a Christmas feeding, where they're going to literally be feeding thousands of people in Port-au-Prince. So that's another thing that you can donate to. I mean, $10 donation, every little bit counts.
Right.
That can feed a family of 4 or 5 people for like several days. So it just makes a big difference.
Lots of ways to give back. Diana, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for everything that you and Micah do. And Hitch is also offering a $65 coupon with the code BLACKFRIDAY65. 10% of the proceeds from the sales will go to Love in Motion for the Haiti feeding program. So another great way you can help give back and get fit at the same time. Alexis.